merciful, the compassionate. All praises to Allah, the creator of the universes and their sustainer, the provider of believers and unbelievers. And may His choicest blessings be on the seal of His prophets, the last of His messengers and His holy progeny. And in particular, may His incessant blessings ever continue to flow on that 12th successor to the Holy Prophet, on the Imam of our time and age, on Sahib al-Asri wal-Zaman, Ajjalallahu farajahu. The agenda that we have set for tonight's purposes, and Alhamdulillah, all through these nights I have not received any request to amend the agenda we set out on the first evening, is to discuss Ghaibat al-Sughra and Ghaibat al-Kubra. And I hope we can cover both in the course of this evening, which has its own excellence which must be considered. I am hopeful, however, that in case there are important matters we have left out and the youths feel that they ought to have been discussed, there is yet another opportunity on Friday night. Friday night is your opportunity. It's sessions for question and answer. And I noticed that the announcements that have been made, the program that was set out in respect of these sessions says that the questions and answers program starts at 8:15 p.m. on Friday evening. Well, but we should be able to continue as long as necessary, even a couple of hours. So do feel free on those occasions, not only to raise your questions, not only to make your comments, to fill in gaps that you thought ought to have been dealt with, but also to raise matters which you think were important and ought to have been discussed but were omitted. To me, Ghaibat al-Sughra is a very important subject which we could not omit altogether, because it is Ghaibat al-Sughra really that laid the foundation for the Islamic situation, Islamic culture that we have inherited today. The culture that we enjoy today of being able to have all three facilities. The greatest facility is communication with the Imam alayhi salam. The other facility is to be able to learn the Sharia itself and matters of details through the Marajia. That again is a blessing from Ghaibat al-Sughra. And finally, but equally importantly, is the communication between ourselves, because the communication between mu'mineen is in itself a very important subject. We cannot live in isolation of each other. We cannot live without each other. And it is from each other that not only do we gain knowledge, but we gain help. And particularly in days like these, when difficulties against Shias are increasing, our union, our